They were about 20 years older than us and looked perfectly nice, but it wasn't good enough for the ultra-critical Kylie. Their clothes were out of date or their makeup was overdone. Their arms were flabby or their hair was thin. It was ridiculous, but I could also tell it was coming from a deep sense of insecurity. Because to be perfectly honest, as much as I blossomed in the last 10 years, as much as I'd grown into my good looks, Kylie had grown out of hers. But it wasn't in the traditional sense. She hasn't gained weight or any deep facial scars. In fact, it seemed that at the tender age of 28 she was already obsessed with looking youthful, and had no problem using her plastic surgery husband's services. It seemed like she'd gone under the knife countless times and had Botox with her morning coffee. I couldn't imagine she thought she looked good, but then again it's not like I could ever relate to mean girl Kylie Richardson. But another thing you should know about Kylie is that she talks way too loud, and seemingly has no clue as to how to use her inside voice. This meant that after a while the women across the restaurant began to hear her rudely snide comments. I wanted to tell her to keep her voice down, but I couldn't get a word in edgewise, and soon I saw the woman talking to the manager, an older bald gentleman in a red suit jacket, who immediately came over to our table. I braced myself for a confrontation, just trying to focus on my key lime pie. "Excuse me, ma'am," the manager said, crossing his arms. Kylie naturally pretended like she couldn't hear him and kept on talking about her new blue velvet sofa. She was thinking of putting it in the guest house but wasn't sure if it went with the pool table. "Excuse me, ma'am," the manager said louder. A visibly annoyed Kylie finally stopped talking and turned to look up at him.